What's good, guys? Welcome to day 289 of backtesting every single day. I think the microphone is tweaking a little bit. Give me a minute. All right, yeah, now it's working. Welcome to day 289 of backtesting every single day. Yeah, let's get backtesting. Now, I was doing some backtesting on gold, so we can continue with that, and then we'll see what we can learn from it. I mean, gold hasn't been giving me the best experience lately, so I'm not trading it that much, but we'll see what we can get from it. Yep, I think that will be I'm gonna be trading today. So now I can see the price is kind of displacing lower today. I do think so. Yeah, it obviously looks like it's displacing lower now, so I think we can look for some shorts probably. Let's see, 4 hour. Like it's gonna displace lower. Okay, so we don't have no gap there. 2 hour nothing, 1 hour nothing, but we had a small tap into this gap here, and we already ran this low, so this is obvious indication that price is bearish. I also need to put on this light, and now checking the 15, we'll have this 15-minute gap, so if it gets inversed, it wouldn't be good, but I would like to see it not get inversed for price to simply deliver lower. It's as easy as that. Yeah, so that's basically it. Right, there's a 5 minutes, so that means that it's not high probability unless if the 5 minute decides to give us longs. So now you can see 5 minute gets delivered off of this high here. Man, what's wrong with this, right? What's wrong with this light here? Okay, so where is price probably delivering to? I don't know, but since we're about to inverse here, then it might be about to have bullish delivery. You can see price actually inverses this gap here. It's 30 minute, I think. 30, yeah, 30 minute as well, so it might be about to deliver to these highs here and the Asia high as well. So all I have to do is just wait for confirmation for any entry, because it's looking bullish. Now we can also take an entry just right after this, even though there wasn't a liquidity run, but you can see after this right here, the reason is wait, there is something missing here, the vertical line. Okay, so this, you can see I wanted to start at 8:30 somewhere here, right here, 8:30. So since the inversion occurred at that time, this is where we will try out these longs and see maybe if we can deliver to those Asia highs. So let's take longs here. Longs, my stop will be somewhere around here, and I will be targeting all the way to Asia highs, and this will be off the 15 minute. Damn, very crazy. Okay, let's try it out and see. Okay, we tap into this high here, which is an obvious area where one could move to break even, but if it doesn't break through this 1 hour gap, then we might be cooked. So since we entered through the 15 minute, we have to bear the consequences of price consolidating, but we can see after the consolidation it ends up trying to go higher. Now let's see if it hits the Asia high, and bang, we hit a 1.88 R on the trade. Very, very beautiful move, very, very beautiful one. Okay, let's go to the next day now. By the way, this thing I want it to be somewhat like purple. Yeah, this one's okay, and maybe one, yeah, and purple as well. Okay, 8:30, next session open. Something is wrong with my light. Okay, New York open 8:30. I'm going to save it as NY open 8:30, NY open, and save it like that. Yo, what is good, Media Zoos? I am from Rwanda. Where are you from, man? light is tweaking for sure. Why isn't it working? Okay, so let's go to the next day, next 8 a.m. and see if we can get something from that day as well. Okay, so gold has been going slow these days. It was in July. So now checking the daily, there currently is no gaps and it's currently consolidating. So if we are to trade this kind of price action, you have to trade it I'd say intraday, targeting like internal liquidity. I see Ikiniso FX has also joined the chat. How are you doing, Ikiniso? Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you actually. So I can see as of now that we are kind of obviously consolidating, but looking at this past price moves, price has been dropping lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and well, for it to reject over here, it will take it to hit these order blocks, these bullish candles here. So I'd like to see where it displaces to mostly, because if it continues rejecting lower, then we are obviously bearish, and we have a small liquidity run right here. Very beautiful liquidity run that happened inside this gap. So maybe you can deliver all the way to these Asia lows. That's something I'd like to see. Maybe the day print. Let's see if you can get a retracement higher for some shorts to be taken. Okay, so we get a small tap into the 15 minute. 15 minute is actually very huge. Yeah, Rwanda is great for sure. Rwanda is great. If you get a chance to visit it, you might pass by. Okay, so price is delivering lower, but kind of in an aggressive way. Let's just wait to see if maybe an inversion gets printed. And 8:30 was what candle? This one here. So this was the 8:30 candle. 15 minute is delivering from this fair value gap. Very good rejection. Let's see if it rejects and goes lower. So there's no gap on the 5, 4, 3, 2. So maybe if it embosses the set of gaps that's all the way there, shorts will be great. But as of now, nothing just yet. Let's trade together, bro. Yeah, sure, we can trade together, man. Can trade together. Okay, so 15 minute is rejecting, has run liquidity here, and it's currently inversing. So well, actually this is gold media zoos. This is gold, just the futures contract of gold, which is a gold contract. You can see it's micro gold contract here. Anyways, I think here you can try a higher time frame kind of thing, because you can see we have a 30-minute gap rejecting. Rejecting right here, and we have a small liquidity sweep. So if we were wrong about shorts, then obviously market could be about this place higher. But as I said, I don't want to target very big targets. I just want low hanging fruit. So if it manages to close outside the 30-minute, which it doesn't, so I would hold my bias for longs and see what is to happen. And wow, that's crazy consolidation. Well, I do trade New York session. What times do you trade media? Okay, so we still haven't run this high. It looks like it's gonna get run soon though. Let's see how this 15-minute closes. Closes very bullish, and it still hasn't run this high. I think it's going to keep playing inside of this high here, inside of this move swing here before it drops. And later in the day it ends up displacing lower to this low here and this low. So time frame that I trade, well, the time frame that I trade is mostly between the 1 to 5 minute or the 15 minute. Here's how I structure it. So I would like to first see a high time frame gap, which is obviously like uh, 30 minute, 1 hour, or 4 hour and above. Then go to the low time frame to see if maybe you have a liquidity sweep, which is optional in my opinion. Then I look for the inversion. So if the inversion forms on the 15 minute, then I'll be taking the entry on the 15 minute. If it's on the 5, good. If it's in the time frames between the 1 and the 5, then I might also try it like that. Bro, next week let's share screens. Well, you can join the Discord, but most of the times while trading, I'm at work, so I don't know if I can be able to do kind of a live stream thing. But you know, the time where I'll be free, we can do the live stream stuff, and or share the screen while trading and stuff like that. Now, so price is obviously displacing heavily lower, so this is an indication that price is bearish. So let's see what we can get from this, because it has already displaced lower. I don't think there is already any other entry opportunity. So checking the 4 hour, you can see that we are displacing lower, and this 4 hour closed beautifully bearish. You can see it had displaced lower, so maybe you can displace to the next, maybe like unfilled gap. You can see this one here is unfilled, but I would like to target like a low hanging fruit kind of thing. So like, for example, checking the 1 hour, we still have some liquidity left here. 15 minute has tapped into this gap right here. So let me remove this and maybe hide this for a little while. So we have this fair value gap retracement right here, FVG. Now, since we're displacing lower, I'd like to see inversions form, which you can see that the 5 minute forms an inversion right here. Get the IFVG here. So rejecting off a 15 minute, and the 5 minute just inverses. So this will be some sort of like 1-to-1, because obviously if it displaces lower, I'd like to see it run this low, then maybe tap into the unfilled 4 hour gap, for which will be something like this. I'll move to break even somewhere here. So BE top, okay. So it will be something like this, kind of a 1-to-1 structure thing, because price is already displacing way too fast. And the thing is, it might even retrace higher and stop us out because it's already way too deep. So this entry wouldn't be an A+ opportunity in my opinion. You can see it displaces higher into the inversion and ends up stopping us out. Let's wait and see if it delivers actually to the low. As you can see, the 15 minute close bearish, and it never even tried to drop anywhere here. So yeah, not a crazy trade, just we wanted to see this place all the way here. So let's see how the next day open goes. New York time 8:15. So we're kind of displacing higher early in the day, and we have the some daily highs here, which are way too far for price to hit. But if it's to break out, then it will break out all the way to these highs, something like that. 4 hour, there's no gap retracement or something like that. On the 1 hour, we have an unfilled gap. So here my bias, since it's bullish, I would like to see it maybe displace into this lows, this gap here, then start moving higher. So checking the 15 minute, you can see that there is no liquidity ranges yet, but we have to be patient and wait. That's what we're here for. And as we wait, price already displaces higher without any retracement into the gap that I was thinking of. But yeah, it's okay. So maybe if we get the next one, we can try it out. Okay, 15, nothing just yet. Alright, this is a good drop right before the open. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so after this inversion, I think you can try out longs actually. You can see after this inversion here, price should stop displacing higher long position. And maybe target all the way to that daily high. Nah. Then you get stopped out right away. Gold is not for beginners. Alright, so let's see what is happening here. 15-minute consolidates for a while, doesn't run any of this LR. And it ends up hitting that high that I was anticipating. Very, very typical stuff that gold can do. Okay, choked down the fountain. Let's go to New York next day open. Okay, checking the 4H. This is an unfilled 4-hour. We have a very beautiful liquidity run that I occurred yesterday, I believe, last week. The 1 hour is displacing lower, and you can see it has already inversed. So I'd like to see it probably displace all the way to these lows, something like that. Okay, let's just wait and see. Next retracement, I would like to try long shorts, sorry, and then it already his take profit, and actually in a matter of minutes, because I was targeting this unfilled 4-hour. Okay, get a retracement higher, 15-minute gap tap, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2. Let's see, 15-minute gap is retracing, but I don't think it's gonna drop anytime soon. 5. Okay, so 5 has an inverse as well, so I don't think this is the best time to take shorts, because it looks like it's rejecting this 4-hour. So obviously, even if it goes lower, it will be retracing like into a 15-minute, preparing for longs. Let's see. So you can see this 15-minute gap here is rejecting, so this will be the lowest hanging fruit we have. Four, 3, 2, 1. Okay, no inversions just yet, and the 15-minute just got inversed, so maybe you can expect a continuation to the lows after this 5-minute just got inversed. Bang, we hit the 1-to-1 RR. And the 4-hour closed somewhat bullish. Now let's go to the New York next day open. Oh god, we're still consolidating. The day we break out of this thing, then we'll start going good. And now checking the 4H. Yesterday we displaced lower, but then we failed to break higher to create a higher high. But a good thing is we inversed here, so maybe I'd like to see this gap here hold, and price obviously displaces to this high. And checking the 1 hour, we are currently halfway there, I think. Yeah. Okay, let's just now sit and wait for price to do its thing. And bang, we're displacing higher. It's 824. 1 hour is rejecting, 4 is rejecting. Now the best inversion to take trades from would be this 2-minute right here. So since the 2-minute just inversed, then we could try longs to all the way to the high, but I don't know, maybe we can target a new 1 hour high because we might tap into the gap as well. You just have to see where we can, how far we can ride it as well. Let's see, maybe the Asia highs. Where are the Asia highs at? Damn. So since it's the 1 minute, actually these things should be really far. And bang, TP gets hit at 8:30. I think there was some news that made this happen. So the good thing I wouldn't regret is that I didn't target all the way to these highs, and I targeted the low hanging fruit, which was this high. For some reason these highs were good. How about the 30 of the 15? You can see there were some premium gaps. I think this was like a retracement to premium. So the lesson here is premium is a good target. And then after hitting that high, it breaks lower. So let's see, price could start going higher. One, two, three, 2 minute. 2 minute has put in another inversion. This candle here, and we have a data high. So I think maybe that could be another target for the day. Let's try out gold. Yeah, this is a break even, because man, you see why I closed. Oh, I mean, it wasn't that clear enough. Maybe if it starts displacing higher, I will try out longs. So there is no gaps here so far. 4 hour is still melting lower. 1 hour burst. So yeah, we are cooked. This is not longs anymore. This has turned into shorts. This ain't longs no more. Right, 15-minute gap, retracing higher, down. So since it's inverse, this is an obvious indication that after this liquidity sweep, and by the way, the 4 hour was about to close inside, so I don't know, this looks like PO3 forming up, and by PO3 here, this means that price will obviously displace higher on the opening of the next 4 hour candle, then start going lower in the next few minutes of the hour. So you can see we tapped into this 15-minute gap. So let's see if it will displace lower, because if it does, then I will try shorts once more. Okay, so we were still struggling to displace higher. 15-minute ended up embracing this gap, but I still think shorts are valid. Let's see. You can see you end up embracing. Actually, we put in a small inversion right there. We had another small inversion right there. So I'd like to see it hold all the way to these lows. And you can see it rips through it very, very quick. So very beautiful move. So I think Let's see. This here will be the entry opportunity. Let's see. This will be 2.45 hour if we manage this trade good. Yeah, let's go to the next trading day and see how it goes. For H has currently inversed. This is some indication that we might push into a higher premium, and we had a small also a small 4 hour gap retracement as well. Now checking the 1 hour, we nothing here. 1 hour there is no gap retracement, but I'd like to see displacement through this high here, and simply create high low high, and that doesn't mean that I'm disregarding this structure. It's just that I'm using this structure to predict maybe if price could push into premium, which is like obviously above this line here, and then tap into this unfilled 4 hour gap that's obviously above this line. Now going to the 15-minute, we are still going so somehow slow, so let's just wait for a tap into like some sort of gap. We're still in the 4 hour. Let's just wait a little bit. Okay, so this is a good 2-minute inversion right there, and we have 8:30 that are highs that were already run, so I was planning to target them, but since they were run, they are no longer a valid target. Now 4 hour is still rejecting. I still like to see it reject. 1 hour, same thing, and good thing is that it has also tapped into a gap, so now I think longs will be valid. Let's try it out and see. So all the way to these highs, my stop will be around this at this low here. Nah, this is somewhat slow, bro. Why are you telling me we didn't want to hit this high? Yeah, slow but steady. Bang at 2.12 hour. This is some good movement. I think it was actually in the macro, and a few minutes after the macro. Damn, that's fire. Yeah, I'd rate this. This will be a good setup. Let's go to the next time. Okay, we're still consolidating, so I obviously expect price to go sideways. You can see we haven't had solid movement in these days. Checking the 4 hour, very beautifully inversed here, inverse this gap, and this tells me that this low here is an obvious target, and we have also a liquidity run right here. So this is just the past few days of price action. So now we are going to displace all the way to this low here. Wow, okay, and maybe like to this low here as well. In the 1 hour, yeah, there's nothing just yet. 15-minute, there is no gap, man. There is no gap. There is, okay, there is a 2 hour here maybe. So if maybe we retrace into that, then I'll try shorts, but I don't have anything so far to try taking trades from. Nah, so right at 8:30 we melt lower, bro. We melt lower through all the targets, bro. This is fire. Yes, I don't know if we'll get any other entry after this. Okay, get a small 5-minute gap retracement. You can see right here. Very huge gap here. And how's the 15? Okay, 5-minute closed quite good. still think it's going to go low. Let's see if it inverses clearly. Yeah, we get a good closure on the inversion. Let's see right here, we inverse, so we can try out shorts again. So maybe we'll target this low here as well and have my stop somewhere here. It would have been good if I ended here though, because it's also an inversion, but since we didn't, yeah, let's play it like this and we get stopped out right away. So it's a 15-minute gap retracement. Let's see if this one inverses. Okay, 2 minutes then puts in the inversion after liquidity sweep. So I'd say this will be now A plus. Then get liquidity run, sorry, inversion. So I'd like to see price displace through all of this. Alright, shorts. No way. So we won't go lower. Looks like we are on the bias. Let's not force anything, and this could make us go on tilt. So let's go to the next day. Yeah, we're still consolidating now. Man. Or it's time to trade gold. Okay, another liquidity run, inversion, retracement into the gap, and displacement higher. Chances are we might hit this high here, but remember we are still trading some kind of inside price action, so we don't have to wait for anything. We don't have to wait for all those high targets. So 55-minute gap retracement. Like to see it displace higher, maybe 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 minute actually did good. Right here, as this 2 minute did good. I mean, we could put a line here, move to break even once the high here gets tapped into with some good displacement. So something like a 3R probably. Huh? Yeah, we cooked. Maybe you should close at this high here, probably. But in a 1.5R. Let's go to the next day open. New York time. And the version is placed higher. One hour is placing higher as well. Okay, got a small 5-minute gap retracement, but no inversion just yet. Well, or at least I don't think there are any inversions just yet. Okay, now I think this will be an A plus. Got a liquidity run. 15 minutes rejecting and going higher. and we've just got liquidity, no sorry, inversion right here. This simply indicates where I should be putting my stop. 1-to-1 kind of thing. Piece of crap. So this is why I shouldn't kill my rules of trying to have a smaller stop and do it like this. So that will mean 1.5, 1.2 R at least. Hey? No. So this is inversion, retracement into the inversion, then price continues higher. Okay, let's go to next day open, 8:30. I have previous day high, 4 hour. There's displacing higher, 1 hour. No inversion or something like that. Okay, no inversion just yet. Inversion. Now we have these highs here, very good draws. So I'm going to wait for another, the next retracement, and I'll be looking for some longs. Damn, we ain't getting no retracement. Okay, 5-minute gap retracement, and we're moving very slow. Okay, get the inversion. 1 minute and 2 minute. Now we are already hitting those highs though, like these high here. Whoa, 43k. Then we take profit, another 3k locked in here for 1-to-1. Then it taps back again, it continues going higher. This is very beautiful PA. I mean, I wish gold had this kind of PA right now, but it's not, so we are good. Full gap retracement right here. We get some highs. Couple of gaps here. So 15-minute and 5-minute, I'd like to see maybe this place like today's highs, like an easy trade, quick one. Yeah, great. Let's wait for this 2 minute now. Okay. Let's try longs again. 30-minute, 15-minute. But then we also have this gap, so I'm not really sure if it's respecting this one or this one, so now let's just wait. Yeah, you can see it also ends up displacing lower, so obvious bearishness. We'll be taking shorts then. 5-minute gap retracement, no gap. Okay, let's see, 5-minute gap retracement. If it starts rejecting now, it will be good. Yeah, has failed. Let's see, maybe if we can get a 1 hour drop, because since we closed bearish, then I would expect bearishness to continue. So get a good 15-minute gap retracement, and now as we reject it, I obviously think we should head lower. Now I think we could have tried out entries earlier in this maybe take like this 2-minute inversion, but since there were a couple of gaps here, we should have to wait. So this would obviously be a short here. Maybe see if we tap into this low here. Let's just try it out. 1.27 hour trade. This was a good retracement into the inversion, but it doesn't want to displace lower. If it breaks through these lows, we're good. And bang, it breaks through the lows and melts crazy bearish. Crazy bearish. Look at this movement in just 5 minutes. So gold doesn't do this more often. So very beautiful move. Wow. Alright, let's see how the next day goes, man. New York time, next day open. Go to the daily time frame. We are still displacing lower. Take the 4 hour. For this displacement lower, a couple of inversions and stuff, I'd like to see just another POI retracement, like a 15-minute gap, maybe into this gap here. Then I'll be taking shorts, something like that. All right. You ain't getting nothing soon. 5-minute Justin burst. Is retracing to this gap. Okay, let's see if it will go lower. 2-minute Justin burst quite good right here. So if we tap into this 15-minute gap here, then I'll move to break even. I was about to open another chart to see if I can compare it, but then I remembered there is no asset you can compare it to gold. So as price retraces into this 30-minute and 15-minute, I'd like to see it displace lower generally. I think that's about the analysis. Let's do shorts. It retraces into the inversion, but we're cooked. Yeah, I was already broke through. This one's a loss. So 15-minute and 30-minute ended up actually embracing these gaps here. So no trades on gold. So we're still displacing lower. So it's still displacing lower, and we have these. Yeah, no high time frame gap has been presented, but I've got a liquidity run actually in this 4 hour here. Not raise on gold. Okay, so there's also this target there. Now 4 hour could obviously display slower, but for some reason, when I go on the daily, nothing shows up. I think that's a bug with trades. Anyways, I'd like to see this switch. Maybe there's lows. If we're still bearish, have a good inversion though, and a liquidity run. That's a good run on the Asia lows. Looks like we didn't have to get the liquidity run. Okay, not bad. Let's see if we display slower again, because you can see this day opened up bearish. Got this low here. 4 hour is displacing lower. 1 hour crazy displacement lower as well. Okay, man, it's 8:15 and the market is dumping like crazy. Okay, we are rejecting this gap here. Let's see the 5 minute. 5 minute and displacing lower as well though. I still think we'll be going lower today. Inversion at 9:30. Ew! Look at this move at the open. Try shorts. If it runs this low here, it's a break even, and we get stepped out. Yeah, crazy moves. So the next New York KM session, next day open. Okay, we're still bullish. Still displacing higher. 4 hour. Oh, and unfilled 4 hour. So if it drops, that's the target. But I'd like to see it just go high, run Asia high. Man, I don't know what we are gonna reject off, but I want to see it drop lower. The Hamlin. Okay, there's a liquidity run of Asia lows. No gap, no nothing. It's actually a 4 hour though. It's a 4 hour order block, and we even melt lower, and we tap into a very beautiful 4-hour gap. I think this is the 4-hour tap. It's just missing a few minutes. Yeah, so now if it's to reverse, it should reverse right now. Maybe tap into this gap here. Let's see the 5 minute, nothing. 1 2 3. I think the 2 minute has the better gap, so if it reverses here, then we might take longs actually, but if it doesn't, yeah, we'll continue lower like this. Okay, so we're rejecting now this gap here, 15-minute gap. 5 minute is embracing, so maybe you should start seeing displacement towards this low here. Will be a small 1-to-1 thing. Nah, I don't think it's going to edge it and then drop, fail to drop. Right, finally take profit after years of waiting. uh, I think this is just luck, because most of the times it will hit this high, because I don't know, I don't understand why it would miss it by how many points. 4 no, 0.4 points. So that's just sheer luck. It's just sheer luck, because after this, then maybe it will start displacing all the way. After it starts continues displacing all the way to these lows, I will be trading very aggressively. So yeah, I think that's all for the stream. See you all next time, and shout out to anyone who tuned in into the session. Stay blessed. Peace.